Motherfucker try to say I can't come to the hood. True lie. See I would, but I'm out in Dubai. When I get back, I'ma roll through that. Snatch your bitch, give yo niggas that.
America, the country of excess. A place of food empires, jam-packed highways, smartphones, binge drinking, and bigger-than-life people. That's all well and good. That's the image of America, even if it's from the outside looking in. But that's no fun. People all the time make fun of our apparent gun-toting, burger-eating, xenophobic ways. We're pretty much used to it. I mean, it's plastered on signs, talk show hosts make fun of it, and people in any other country make sure to point it out to us. It's played out at this point, we get it. But while that stereotypical point of view is overused, our pure hypocrisy is not. We're a nation of walking paradoxes, saying one thing, doing another. Having elastic clauses in our constitution, but not allowing changes. Seeing history repeat itself right in front of our eyes. A war on drugs that results in nothing. We as a nation are flawed and downright hypocritical at points. Of course, any and all TV shows are always down to point this out.
So he's saying he could build a wall at 40% of what it would cost others, which I would say is an insane magic trick if I thought his tiny fingers could wrap all the way around a magic wand.
It's effective and hilarious, but sometimes preaching to a choir isn't the best way to create satire. When Colbert makes fun of Donald Trump, he's in front of a roaring crowd of like-minded individuals. He doesn't hide his opinions, it's blatant and bold, but no matter how rebellious he might sound, he's doing these things in front of an audience that already agrees with him for the most part. And if they don't, they can just change the channel. In modern TV, there's no investment level. You go find the show you identify with and has the opinions you appreciate the most, and you stay put. This is why Fox and NBC News is so popular on either side of the political spectrum. People know what they want. They don't want to be challenged. But what if these motives of parody and pure satire were hidden from plain view? And that's where Grand Theft Auto comes in as a series. Much like the US, from the outside looking in, it's a game of excess, shooting, and unnecessary vices. It's a sandbox video game. You run around, do whatever you want, blow things up, and steal planes. That is your inherent freedom. That is the main reason why the series itself is a multi-billion-dollar business. Absolutely no barriers. You just go, mindless and dumb, until you start the story mode. That story adds meaning to what many see as violent mayhem. It centers it. The game during the tale becomes something special. See, each story focuses on a different aspect of the modern American way. Whether it's the American dream, the police department, greed, excess, or wealth, GTA's storytelling hones in on a specific sliver of America and spends hours upon hours investigating it like an abstract case study. Niko Bellic, the main character in GTA 4. He's an American immigrant from a war-torn Yugoslavia, coming to the Big Apple in hopes of following the promised American dream.
Like my cousin. Oh yeah? Yes, he's got the love. House, women, cars, parties.
But what he actually arrives to is in every way as screwed up as this home country was. Inevitably, he falls into the underbelly of crime. But for what reason? Is it personal? That's a safe spot that GTA always relates things back to. A personal vendetta. Every single game, the character falls into crime because of a responsibility of sorts. But the more you play of the franchise, the more it starts to feel inevitable. There's no escaping it. Even people with the purest of intentions always get sucked right back into the thick of the criminal underbelly. CJ, a man that escapes the pure pressures of gang life in LA, eventually to come back to the city after his mother's homicide like a beacon to a lost man. He falls right back into the swing of things like nothing happened, getting harassed by police, stealing a bike in the first 15 minutes of gameplay, and joining back up with his local street gang. GTA is showing that this life is deeply ingrained in the world around us and the people. It's become second nature. We just don't know it. Even if you're an immigrant from another country, the American world around you consumes your soul a bit. There's always this rope that pulls every one of these characters deeper into a world of mayhem to the point that they're murdering thousands and not caring. To many, that's a main problem of the series. One moment you could be talking to a longtime friend about life, and the next moment blowing up half a city and killing pedestrians. There's a clear disconnect in terms of story and player, but that disconnect is on purpose. See, the purpose of GTA is that there is no purpose. No matter how far a character comes emotionally and mentally, he's always one thing. You can legitimately find love in this game, a woman you want to spend your entire life with, and in between seeing her, you can and will murder hundreds of people. It's that disconnect that's important. You will never fully empathize with a character in GTA because you know what they are capable of. You know that deep down in their sorrow is selfishness. The literal opposite of romanticizing criminals, GTA actively discourages it, but in their own roundabout way. Because no matter how many guns they have, no matter how many houses they own, they're a walking hypocrite. A loving, caring, homicidal, sociopathic thief. The same goes for the most important characters in the GTA series, the environments. Of course, this is where the main idea of GTA being a satire comes alive. New York and GTA is called Liberty City, LA is Los Santos, Miami is Vice City. The environment and world is filled to the brim with gags poking fun at real-life locales and featuring references to modern-day pop culture, but each city is deceptively different. Each and every one of these cities have this unique coat of paint over this densely populated area, but underneath it all, it's kinda the same. Each city is grimy, greedy, and selfish. The people there don't care about you, and you don't care about them. The criminals kill and steal while the police do the same. Grand Theft Auto has successfully created a truncated, hyperbolized version of America, one that takes all the worst parts of the country and puts it into an environment that makes it fun. Each environment has different feels, but the morals and values in each are equally corrupt and deplorable. Each character and arc isn't bound to that person. It's bound to a movement. CJ with gang violence, Franklin with blind ambition, Nico with the American dream, Michael with retirement, and Trevor with drugs. These are their movements, the things that ruin them, the things that change them. But no matter when these games take place, where they focus their story on, it always ends up being a mirror right back at the face of the US.
I come here, and the only thing big about your life is the cockroaches.
That's right. I got the base cockroaches, I got the base pets.
Focusing on an issue or group of issues through sometimes subtle and most of the time very harsh storytelling. Through the specific storylines and broader references, but mostly the general story versus gameplay situation, Grand Theft Auto is able to create a version of satire that only video games can provide. But at the very least, GTA can be seen as something that represents the dichotomy of American culture, the tendency of excitement and romanticization of life in this world, but under it all is a walking, breathing level of hypocrisy. And all of that is pointed out by a couple of foreigners who grew up in England. Go figure.
One in the hand, one in the can, gunning it. Look at the cash bubbling. Come get your man, little nigga bugging me. Come get the bag, I'm about to cop another fit. Don't even pass me that, I know